So we've established now that Cathy is not here to protect her family name and can't possibly be defending her family name from somebody who has never carried her family name. My name is Woods, hers is Mackie. I am not Cathy's child. I am Cathy's sister's child. Therefore, Cathy cannot defend her family name from my existence. But it makes perfect sense to her personality that that is what she believes she's doing. And that is sad. Cathy's daughter died at the hands of an abuser. Cathy was aware her daughter was being abused, and Cathy actively pushed her daughter to stay with the abuser because of how it would look to the family name if one of them got divorced. Y'all don't know who you've been defending all of these years. My aunt still defends her decision to not do anything about my father. She knew he was abusive. She knew that her baby sister was getting her teeth kicked in night after night for 3 decades. All right? 30 years. Cathy lived up there just one state away, an 8-hour drive from where her baby sister was being beaten night after night after night. And Cathy went to sleep well every night for 30 years, telling herself that that was Katrina's choice. Trina chose to be with an abusive man. Nobody could do anything about it, so it was her choice, it was her fault. And when your own daughter wound up with an abusive man, did you do a goddamn thing to stop it? Did you do anything to protect your child, Cathy? Or were you more interested in protecting your family name from the scar of divorce? Does the scar of murder look better? I bet it does. Because saying my daughter was murdered brings sympathy. Saying my daughter divorced an abuser, that doesn't bring you sympathy, does it? It brings you a little bit of ugliness because, well, she married an abuser. And she got divorced and had kids, and that's not a good thing. Not to a happy Christian family. That's not something God would approve of in the 50s. So obviously it's something that in the 2000s we should look down on. I don't know the specifics of what happened to my cousin because I've only gotten it secondhand. But I know that her man was abusive. And I know that Angela was trying to leave him. And I know that she had a runaway bag at my grandmother's house all the way down in Florida. Now, I don't know if she had a runaway bag at Cathy's house, but it seems strange to me that she would choose her safe spot to be her grandmother's and not her mother's when her mother lived in the same state. When her mother lived 20 minutes away, why would Angela's safety be 8 hours away? Because there was no safety with her mother. And she knew that. Cathy is a narcissistic abuser. I have said this, and people have turned it and said, no, you're the narcissist. No. And eventually the truth is going to come out, and people are going to see exactly what she is and why she's really here on YouTube. Because it has nothing to do with her family name. and has everything to do with stopping an abuse victim from speaking out openly and honestly about something that I've gone through. She doesn't want people to know the truth. She doesn't want anybody to believe me, because then they might look at her differently. They might look at her as somebody who ignored her own sister's abuse for 30 years. You knew, Cathy. You knew what my father was doing. You knew what Angela's husband was doing. You knew, and you prioritized keeping the name clean over protecting your loved ones. Fuck you.